Amen.
Well, Rabbi, once again, thank you very much for coming to the Zera Shimshon shiur here at the center, the BJCC Minyan, second floor, or actually the third floor from the basement, the place to be. Our shiur is dedicated for the whole year, already a few years, for the memories of הבחור הצעיר שנפטר בדמי ימיו, רחמת כל עמונה, אליעזר בן אנג'לה וברוך הכהן למשפחת מירון. And dedicated also לרפואה שלמה של מרת אנג'לה בת
מאיה רחל.
אין לה רפלנה. Dedicated to the Meiro family, especially Daniel. The Almighty God will bless our Daniel. תאהב הריקותי לכם ולך עד בלידי, for the caring, for the respect, for the dedication that you have for this shiur and for this tzaddik, the Zera Shimshon. This is how we're going to start. Before we're going to start, I'm just going to say one note. With the permission of Rabbi Sassoon, with your permission, I'm going to tell you one note. The first note of tonight is a question. $1 million questions. And the question is as follows. If you already heard me saying this answer, it's not fair. But if not, if this is the first time that you hear these questions, and you never heard from me to say the answer, I'm going to give a food card. No, not food card, open price, $25 or whole breakfast, nice breakfast, for tomorrow morning.
And Chaim.
No, you're right. באמת you're right now. So, because of that I was so large. Because tomorrow is a fast. Okay? I love the people that invite his friend. I want to invite you to my house. When Yom Kippur. Sponsored by no other from Zvulun. Zvulun is always in a good mood. Especially when you have sushi next time, he's always in a good mood. $25, the first card that I'm giving, we're not talking anymore. Now it's business. Every time we're going to sponsor, we're going to have it. The question is, tomorrow morning, like Rabbi Sassoon mentioned beautiful, is the 10 days of Tevet. The 10 days of Tevet is a very, very special day. Why is special? We have actually 4 fasts. Arbaat Aniyot that represent the destruction of Beit Asara B'Tevet is the first one. Then we have 17 Betamuz. Then we have the 9 days of Av. And then we have Tzom Gedalim. Right? Now, which one is the most severe? Obvious. Tisha B'Av, the day of destruction. So my question to you is, how come, even though Tisha B'Av is so severe, Asara B'Tevet tomorrow is the most severe fast that exists? How do I know? Tomorrow is Friday. The fast will continue until Shabbat. The fast finish 5 for 5. 5:10 or 5 for 5, I'm going to tell you exactly. I don't know, it's already Shabbat. 5 what?
5:28.
I'm sorry, 5:28.
No.
You're right.
5:07.
After the meal or before the meal?
It's Kiddush, by Kiddush.
My Kiddush, okay. 5:10 you said, Rabbi Sassoon, what did you say? 5:07, beautiful. I was right. If the fast finish 5:07, meaning you already accept Shabbat, can we fast on Shabbat? If Tisha B'Av falling down in Shabbat, what do we do?
Push it to Sunday.
We postpone it. 17 Betamuz falling down in Shabbat, what do we do? Push it. Tzom Gedalia, push it. Any fast you want, we push it. How come Asara B'Tevet that look like, you know how I call it? A day that nothing happened. Nothing really happened in Asara B'Tevet. You know what happened? Nebuchadnezzar, Yimach Shemo, surround Yerushalayim for 2.5 years. Meaning, everybody got married, the wedding would continue, the real estate business was amazing. They call it pharmacies, medicines, everything was good. People lived like nothing happened. And still, this fast so severe. The question is why do we fast on Shabbat? Do you know that if Asara B'Tevet fall down in Shabbat, you have to fast on Shabbat? What is this? Does anyone know the answer? Tisha B'Av is the day that Churban happened. 17 B'Tammuz, you know what exactly happened? They broke the tablets. Much more severe. What exactly happened? Yes, nothing happened. He surrounded the city. So what? It took him 2.5 years. Not 2 days, not 6 months. The answer is like this. Listen to the beautiful answer. Nobody answer. Rain check for the next time. No question. I say it's wouldn't happen. Rabbi, you see, I know that you're asking tough questions. You see why? Listen to this. Tisha B'Av is unique, Asara B'Tevet is unique because of, do you know when we fasting on Shabbat? When Yom Kippur falling down on Shabbat. You know when we fasting on Shabbat? When a person sees frightened dreams. When you go to sleep at night and you see dreams, there are only 3 dreams that if you see it, you have to fast even in Shabbat. You wake up on Shabbat morning. We're not allowed to fast in Shabbat. V'karata l'Shabbat oneg. You have to have pleasure on Shabbat. It's obligation halakha. But Yom Kippur is about that. Dreams. If a person sees himself in Yom Kippurim, Shat Ne'ilah. If you see yourself in Nashat Ne'ilah, or you see, God forbid, the beams of the house falling down. All your tooth falling down. Or you see yourself born in Sefer Torah. These 3 or 4 dreams, you're fasting even in Shabbat. Asara B'Tevet, you're fasting in Shabbat. Why? What is the common ground among these 3? Yom Kippur, bad dreams, or the Asara B'Tevet? Gentlemen, I will teach you a beautiful secret. It's out of respect for you to come on Thursday. I know you every Thursday. You're waiting for something that you cannot hear in any other place except Thursday night. And the explanation is as fun. You see, what's the reason we're not allowed to fast in Shabbat? What's the reason we're not allowed to fast? Because the Karata Shabbat only. You have to have pleasure in Shabbat. Now, Yom Kippur, we're fighting for what? What are we fighting in Yom Kippur? For life, right? And you have any pleasure to eat when today is going to be decision if you're going to be alive or dead? Your pleasure is not to eat, right? Your pleasure is not. You cannot eat when tomorrow morning they're going to make a courthouse, or today, that the decision is going to be if you're going to be dead or not. Who want to eat? Because of that Yom Kippur you're fasting. You know why? Because in Yom Kippur you're changing future. You're fighting for your future. The next upcoming year depends on Yom Kippur. 1. Do you remember bad dreams? Do you know when bad dreams you have to fast in Shabbat? Because anyone that see bad dreams, these 3 or 4 dreams that I told you, will not going to survive that year. That year is going to die. So the way to change it, what do we have to do? Fasting, doing Teshuvah. So again, if you see bad dreams, you're fighting for your future. If you're fighting for your future, you're allowed to fast and Shabbat. You know why? Pikuach nefesh doche Shabbat. Can you take a woman, pregnancy woman, to the hospital? Yes or no? On Shabbat? Yes. Why? Why? Pikuach nefesh. If you're fighting for your life, if you can make any change, it's a mitzvah to fast and Shabbat. Tisha B'Av is to memorize. We have a memories. We're fasting to memorize the distraction. You don't do any effect. And this has already happened. You're not allowed to fast in Shabbat. It's not Pikuach Nefesh. 17 B'Tammuz is not Pikuach Nefesh. Tzom Gedalia is not Pikuach Nefesh. The Megillat Esther is not Pikuach Nefesh. But Yom Kippur, Pikuach Nefesh. Fast and a dream, Pikuach Nefesh. Asara B'Tevet, you know what exactly happened in Asara B'Tevet? Every year. Once again, tonight, and tomorrow, it will be decision in heaven. Do you know what exactly happened in Asara B'Tevet? Nothing happened. But Khatam Soferai, beautiful. See, do you know what's happened in Asara B'Tevet? Every year in Asara B'Tevet, from the 4th year, the distraction might be happen 2.5 years later. But when exactly the decision took place? In the 10 days of Tibet. And the 10 days in Tibet, the decision has been made that next year, Bet HaMikdash will be destroyed. If this is so, every year we pray for Mashiach, Mashiach, Mashiach. Tonight until tomorrow night, it will be decision. This year we're going to see Mashiach or not. This year we're going to be redeemed from exile or not. And according to this decision, the upcoming years is going to be. If we're still here this year, last year, meaning that last year was the decision was, no, you're still going to be in exile. You're still going to be in the destruction. But this year, tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow, you can make a change. You can change the future. Every time you can change the future, pikuach nefesh. Do you know what's pikuach nefesh have to do? If last year or 2 years ago, the decision was that Bet HaMikdash will be built, October 7 will never happen. How many Jews still die? How many Jews still suffer? How many Jews losing all the money that they made? How many Jews they are single and do not get married? How many Jews they don't have any children? How many Jews suffering? Do you know why we're suffering? Because no Bet HaMikdash. And the only time in the year that you can make a difference, if there's going to be Bet HaMikdash or not, is Asara B'Tevet. Nothing happened, but that day that looked like nothing happened, everything is being decided. How many times? You see, couple that get one time I saw a couple that got divorced. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, and the second I understand why. Now, she was so happy that she was divorced. It was a horrible wedding, horrible marriage. She was so happy that she got divorced that every year she celebrated the day that she divorced. She made celebration because of that. I'm laughing. Now, she didn't celebrate on the day that she got divorced. She celebrated 3 months before. And I came to this woman and I said, you're not normal. First of all, the fact that you celebrate, that you divorced, this is already psychology. And we sponsor. The professor. Second, even the Rabbi Asher is going to pay. This one is already not normal completely. You celebrate in different days. It's like celebrate your moledet, your birthday, 2 weeks before. I know that we like a gift, but it have to be something simple. I said, why do you celebrate in that day? She said, Rabbi vaknin, do you know when I divorce in these days? But when exactly the decision that I will divorce happened 3 months before, and that day I made the final decision. Happened because of the rabbis and because of all the balagan. But I celebrated the day that I made the decision. The decision if Bet HaMikdash is going to be built or not didn't happen at Tisha B'Av. And Tisha B'Av was the how do you call it when you
Execute.
how do you call it?
Execute.
Beautiful. The execute of the destruction happened, but the real decision didn't happen. Happened in the 10 days. Because of that is the most important. Beautiful, huh?
Beautiful.
This is one. Now we're going to go to the Zera Shimshon. Zera Shimshon, right? This one I said 2 days ago. Daniel was not there, and 90% of you was not there. So I will repeat it because this is bam. Bam. Wow, this one is the first. If we start already with the passion, this one is Listen to this. Come to Zera Shimshon and write. Yaakov Avinu this week parshat is asking Yosef, please, do not bury me in Egypt. Yaakov said, Amut apam, I want to die. I want to die, and please do not bury me in Egypt. Now, we're going to discuss why, one of the classes that we gave, why he asked Yosef, because Yosef was the only one that can take him out from Egypt. But why is asking Yosef not to bury him in Egypt? Come to the Zera. What is so important? Listen to the explanation, beautiful explanation. Come Yaakov and said, tell me Yosef, when you ask me, you remember that Yosef sent his brother to bring Yaakov Avinu to Egypt? Tell me, is that a chutzpah? Zvulun, who's supposed to come to me? You're supposed to come to me, or I'm supposed to come to you? The rabbi come to the student, or the student is coming to the rabbi? Who's supposed to come to him? What's your name? Raphael. A son to a father, or a father to a son? A son is asking the father, leave Eretz Israel and come to me. You and all different. I don't understand. You want to see Abba, you come to Abba. What do you mean coming? He sent them the carriages, he sent... What the chutzpah is that? And why Yaakov not get to it? I'm sorry, if you want me, come to me. Usually it was a tradition. In Shabbat evening, when people came to pray, today, I don't know why, this beautiful tradition, nobody left the synagogue. Everybody came to the rabbis, shake his hand and say, wish him Shabbat Shalom. Today, in our generation, the rabbi have to come to the people. It's not logical, it's lack of respect, and there is the... Why are you running out? Shabbat morning you come in to pray, you stop a second. Out of respect to the rabbi, kvod Torah, and you shake his hand and say, Rabbi Shabbat Shalom. Minimum dignity. But today, if the rabbi is not going to do it, nobody will do it. Nobody will do it. I mean, few people, few tzaddikim. But nobody's doing it. Yourself, you're asking your father to come to you. It's wrong. And Yaakov didn't agree to it, then he came down. Vayechi Yaakov be'eretz Mitzrayim 17 shana. The best life of Yaakov in 17 years, Keminyan Tov, is in Egypt. Now, come Yaakov in and tell me yourself, you know why I came down to Egypt? You know why I came down? I came down because, out of respect to you, how can the father respect you? You're a king. And being the fact that you came, and according to the law of Egypt, first of all, you're busy, and second, according, you cannot leave the men, except if you have authorization for power. So I had to come to you, and I came to respect you. You're the king. What exactly happened in this moment? A minute that Yaakov put his footsteps on Egypt, you know what exactly happened? He blessed Pharaoh. What's the blessing of Pharaoh? That the Niles, the water will come to him. What exactly happened? The hunger in Egypt finished. Do you remember the dreams? It was 7 years of flourishing, 7 good years, and then 7 of famine. Yaakov Avinu came after 9 years. Meaning, he was there in the 7 years of famine all over the world, and then in the 7 years of famine, of hunger. I'm sorry, of
good, no?
No, the worst. No.
He
came in the 2nd years of famine, of hunger. There's nothing to eat. Now Egypt has something to eat because Egypt saved the food from the 7 years. Do you remember the advice of Yosef? Now, what exactly happened to me? A minute that Yaakov Avinu put his footsteps in Egypt, the famine that was supposed to continue another 5 years stopped. Tzaddik came into the place right away, beracho, la'aniach beracho. Okay? Stop. Now, come Yaakov Avinu and said, I know what you have in mind. You want to bury me here. You know why you want to bury me in Egypt? Because if you're going to bury me in Egypt, the Jewish nation will never have exile. Exile is gone. Not 86 years, not 190 years, not 210, not 260, not 400 years, nothing. If they bury Yaakov Avinu in Egypt, the Jews will never suffer. So he said, please, I'm asking you, do not bury me in Egypt. Why not? Now the question is, why not? Why not bury him? I will be the first one to bury him. I don't care what's the wish. I don't care what's the... Yaakov, I respect you, you're my father, but I don't care what you wish. I'm doing it for the benefits of the Jews. Gentlemen, I'm going to tell you a secret in life. Wow, what a secret. There was a student that came in to a rabbi. What's the name of the rabbi? Rabbi Steinemann. One of our Gedolei Israel, 10 years ago. Maybe even less, 5 years ago. 10 years ago. He just passed away 10 years ago. One of the biggest rabbis in the Litva Shomron. Giant, like Rabbi Chaim Kanievski, like Rabbi Asher. Rabbi Steinemann was very unique. I'm just going to tell you a side story. One day, Rosh Hashiva wanted to throw a bachur from the yeshiva. Rosh Hashiva in the guy was not so well-being. Now, he came to Rabbi Steinemann to ask his blessing, to ask his authorization. Rabbi Steinemann said, what's the name of the guy? He said, Moshe. He said, Moshe what? He told him the family. He said, I didn't ask you the family, what's his mother name? His mother. He said, his mother? Rosh Hashiva is looking and he said, Rabbi, How that I'm supposed to raise money? And the requirement, nobody is much. What's your name? That's it. He said, what? You want to tell me that you're going to Torah B'chor Yeshiva, that you never pray for him even once? If you don't know what's his mother name meaning, you never pray for him. How can you throw a B'chor that you never pray for him? Rabbi Steinman was a giant. One guy came to him and said, Rabbi, can you bless me not to have any obstacles in life? I want to get married tomorrow. I want to go out on a date. Tomorrow meet, 3 months from now. What do you need to wait and go another date and another date? I do not want to have any sickness. From tomorrow I want to be healthy completely. Sickness free. No sugar, no salt, no tomato, no cucumbers. Everything is free. I want to have children tomorrow. That's it, Baruch Hashem. 9 months from now, Baruch Hashem, children. Everything, parnasah b'shefa. I do not want to have obstacles. So Rabbi Steinman looked at him and said, do you want to die? He said, Rabbi, I asked you, Sephardi. I asked you to bless me, not to curse me, God forbid. Give me bracha. He said, I'm asking you once again, do you want to die? What's the connection between dying to not having obstacles? He said, if you're not going to have obstacle, meaning you made your tikkun. If you made your tikkun, you have nothing to do. So you can, from tomorrow you're dead. As long that you have obstacles, as long the difficult moment, reward is on the way. Everything good that you get is because of the obstacles. How did he say in English? Do not tell God how big is your problem. Tell the problem how big is God. Tell the problem. God is big. God is big. Don't worry. It's not such a big problem. I lost 300,000. Oh. God have infinite money. Why are you making it such a big deal? It's a big deal now. No. For God it's only number. Short number. Like 3 cents. What's the big deal? Not even. So Rabbi Steinman told him, no. Obstacle is what break all the blessing. How do we know it? You go in to a hospital. You know, people is connected, and all the people in the hospital, in the emergency room, connect to what? To the computer. How do you know who's alive, who is dead? If the line is eat, meaning up, down, yanu balagan. If the person have obstacles, he's alive. A minute that his life is perfect, Rahmat Kona is dead, Kaddish Yatom. That's it. When you go straight, when everything is smooth, you're dead. How do you know which fish is dead, which fish is alive? You know what's the sign of friend? If the fish swimming against the directions, the flow is alive. If he's
with the flow,
if he's swimming with the flow, he's dead. Beep, beep, beep. It's good. Beep. If this is so, come Yaakov, listen to the Zera Shimshon. My dear son, I will teach you something life. Don't bury me in Egypt. You know why? Because if you're going to bury me in Egypt, you're right. You're not going to have any obstacles. It's not going to be exile. But you know what you're going to lose? Matan Torah and Eretz Israel. Eretz Israel and Matan Torah came because of the exile. If not for the exile, they will never get into Israel. They will never get the Torah. So maybe you gained the exile, but you lost. Ay.
there's a price to pay.
Huh? Said, do not use the difficult. Just have. Ask me to bless you. Rabbi Steinman said, to overcome the obstacle. Ask me to bless you to overcome the obstacle. But do not ask me to reduce the obstacle. That one is not good. Because obstacle is what brings the blessing. Beautiful, huh? What the message, huh? What?
I was going to say that. Why didn't you say that?
Will you speak? Yes, the answer is yes. I was about to call. If this is so, why? This is how beautiful is that. Obstacle is what makes us. Do not ask yourself to remove the obstacles. Ask Boron, give me enough power that I'm going to overcome the obstacles. Huh? This is the Zera Shimshon. And now, I had something beautiful that I want to show, but I just spoke with Chaim. Okay, next Zera Shimshon. Today, I'm going to give you a secret of this week parshat. Moshe, you came exactly in the right time. Moshe always have my own time, what do you call it? My time?
My time training.
My time training. You see, even to the shul is coming in his own time. Oh, my time training. Expensive watch, I don't know, America, Patay Richard, and he still come late half an hour. Why? I don't understand. I thought that if you have Patay, you come in time. You pay so much money for a watch, you want to Moshe, don't make Palakat Moshe. Moshe, go,
My purpose, you put 1 hour.
a secret of success. Moshe, before you're going to become a multimillionaire, I will give you a secret today. A beautiful secret. Shlomo, what's the secret? Advice and tips and practical advice. How to avoid yourself from Ayn Hara. Evil eyes. Zera Shimshon is talking about it this week. How do you protect yourself from Ayn Hara? Ayn Hara is evil eyes. What is evil eyes? When somebody opens the eyes, and eyes have a lot of power. Eyes, according to Judaism, have ability to make damage. A lot of damage. Just to look at somebody. The Gemara said, listen to what the Gemara said. לעולם, זה הלכה משלנו. הלכה. It's not only advice. לעולם לא יעמוד אדם על שדה חברו בשעה שעומדת בקומתה. You know what I said? Listen to this. You have a friend that you have a field, beautiful field. Wheat, barley, tomato, cucumbers. And in the day that the field, you know, sometimes you see the tomato is so beautiful, or the mango look perfect. And you have a field, like 20,000 mangoes. And he's your best friend, and he's in your backyard. The field is in the backyard. Mango, but a beautiful one, the nice one, the juicy one. You're not allowed to stand up from your home and to look over there when the mango is perfect, when the wheat is perfect, because you're going to give him Ayn Hara. You're going to damage his mango. His wheat, barley will be dead. Day later, all the worms and all the cacao and all Ayn Hara. You believe in Ayn Hara, you don't believe in Ayn Hara. It's okay. It's okay not to believe in it. It's okay not to believe. To minimize the belief, don't get out from this class and you're going to get, wow, Ayn Hara. Yeah, but Ayn Hara exists. The Gemara said 90 or 99% of the people died before time because of Ayn Hara. Many people do not celebrate a birthday, 70 or 80 or 90 especially. They do not celebrate it. Even though it's good, because that age will go, wow, 95. Why? Right away they put you, oh, you know, when you're building a mansion, when you invite people, it's really be smart who you invite. Don't invite people that they don't breathe because of jealousy. They see you, they cannot. They see the Tesla with the door like this, that's it. How come you have Tesla with the door like this? Open windows, open balaga. What exactly? You can say whatever you want, Ayn Hara is effective. The Gemara is halakha. Ayn Hara. So how do you avoid Ayn Hara? Ayn Hara usually, Zera Shimshon right, what the Gemara said, the source for it is jealousy. You can see it when somebody comes to your house and you have a beautiful chandelier. The wow is not to give you compliment. The wow is to ask, why you have it and not me? God, why you bless him so much more? You can see people that have a good eyes on it. Do not hang around against people that are jealous. Dangerous. But today I'm going to teach you a message. You can buy beautiful cars. You can buy amazing cars. And still you're not going to have Ayn Hara. Beautiful, with this I'm going to conclude, but this is the Shlomo. Yeah, if I keep it today, meaning this is the cherry on the top. The cherry on the top. What is the cherry? What is the cherry? What is the cherry? This is the
Cherry on top.
I'm going to give you 3 explanations to this sentence. Now, how do you avoid Ayn Hara? The Gemara said, Masechet Berachot, Daf Nun Hey. The Gemara said, if you, now I will tell you like this. One of the best ways to avoid Ayn Hara to be under the water. Ben Purat Yosef, Ben Purat Alayim. Meaning fish and anyone that is under the water do not control Ayn Hara. Why not? Because they are under the less people is talking about you, and our generation is a problem with this, because we are bling generation.
Social media.
The best selling items in 47 is the how do you call it, the donkey, how do you call it, the horse, the donkey necklace. What donkey?
Horseshoe.
Oh, horseshoe. This one that costs 300,000 and $500,000 with so many, I don't know, and people is going. But I understand why they have to work. They have to sell it. They're not working. All our Jews, all the Bukhara Jews, they're working like this. What's up? With the balada like this. Bling bling. Today a person wear a watch and all day, but they're richer. He's talking to you to the end. How you doing? How is everything? What exactly happened? It's not because he's a rapper. Because he wants you to see the watch. Right? Rolex $50,000. 2 tons. Daytona, California. How do you call it? California is not good. Everything is fine. Daytona, Florida, I don't know which. How do you call it?
Ask Moshe, he'll tell you.
I love this one. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they have Pepsi, they have Sprite, we have Sprite. Somebody teach me that we have Sprite.
Root beer.
You drive in a car, and all what we do is just to shoot for me. I love this one. I love this one. Rabbi, can we do two weddings? 2 weddings? Most of the Bukhara is doing 2 weddings here in America. In Israel, they don't allow it. So what do you do? Why you want to do 2 weddings? I know. So why do you? And he's going to say, 2 chuppot, yes. 1 chuppah is fake, completely fake. Usually the original is the fake. The one that everybody's sitting down. 500 people, all of them sitting down in 100% fake chuppah. And the original, not even, sometimes Rabbi doesn't even, nothing. And the original ones, 10 people. Now he's coming, Rabbi, I know. I said, if you're so afraid for my nara, how come you pay for the flour $70,000 only for the flour? And you made it in a balajo that costs $300 a plate. That scream, I'm rich! But the chuppah, the only item that is emet, you're afraid for my nara. What the chutzpah is that? If you're afraid for my nara, do simple chuppah. Do simple wedding, $20,000. You spend $300,000 to scream, I'm rich! And this one, you're not afraid for my nara. No, that's okay. To scream that I'm rich is not, no, it's not enough. But the weddings, the only original, the most holy event, no, we have to ruin it. All the people come for fake chuppah. What the embarrassment is that? What the foolish logic? This is the logic of today. Torah and mitzvot, modesty. But all the bling outside, screaming, I'm rich. I know. You want not to have ein hara, very simple. You drive in a luxury car, no problem. Put in the back sign, rent a car. Evis, kapar, Evis rent a car, kapar. Put chicken for service. And Bentley, and you put in the back, Evis kapar. Shlomo 6, You cannot. You know, but come, the Zera Shimshon, and tell you what the Gemara said. The Gemara said, can you hold your hand, all of you? Hold your hand like this. Looks like we're in prison, right? Don't scream Allah Akbar. Okay?
People outside are going to think something else.
Listen. أنا محبك أوي أنا محبك كتير. حبيبي عيني. Okay. Now come, the Gemara said, if you want to avoid Ein Hara, put this one here. The Boeing, how do you call it in English? Thumb. 1 thumb here. And 1 thumb here. Cover it. The right side cover the left. And the left cover the thumbs. And repeat after me. Ana Mizara Yosef Kamina. Delo Shalta Be עין הרע, שנאמר, בן פורת יוסף, בן פורת עלי עין, בנות צעדה עלי שום. You go into place and you have potato furniture, or you have something expensive, or you come, before you go into the place, you say this one? No, עין הרע, no, that's it. The Gemara. And this pasuk came from this big parshat. I'm a child of Yosef. But Daniel is going to ask me, we're not children of Yosef. So Daniel is the last one from Yosef. Daniel came from Aaron HaKohen. Aaron is Levi. Levi have nothing to do with children of Yosef. So why we said, Ana Mizara, I'm the children of Yosef. And Yosef HaTzadik was blessing not to have Ayin Hara. And the answer is,
Potiphar.
no, because Yosef HaTzadik sponsored the Jews. 80 years. The whole Jewish nation called after Yosef. You know that? Because he gave food
He saved
to
them.
the whole Jewish nation. No, they give them literally food.
Yosef.
Yosef. So we all call children of Yosef. So you're not lying by saying you're the children of Yosef, even though you come from our own still. Because all of us have obligated our life to who? To Yosef. Beautiful. So this is what the Gemara said. Now explanation. Why you put this one? Because as much that the whole hand is important, which hand which hand stand up the most?
You're right.
This one, these two, right? The thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb, you always see it. Why is it separate?
Stick it up.
First of all, have humility. Cover what you see. Cover what you see. The right hand symbolizes the chesed, kindness. Kindness over judgment. When you cover these two, meaning to teach you to have modesty. It's simple explanation. Okay. So one explanation is under the radar. Second explanation, how do you avoid Ayin Hara? By doing Ben Porat Yosef, Ben Porat, right? By you do what I teach you today. But come Zera Shimshon, like his own way, and he explained. He explained why Yaakov Avinu blessed Yosef with this pasuk. Ben Porat Yosef, Ben Porat Alayim. Banot Saada Aleshu. Why this pasuk? He blessed him with 3 pasukim. Ben Porat Yosef, Ben Porat Alayim, Banot Saada Aleshu. Why these 3? What the hell? Zera Shimshon, obviously. Come to Zera Shimshon, right? Very simple. Very simple. And the explanation is as follows. You see? The brothers, when they made judgment to save Yosef HaTzadik, what was the claim against Yosef? Do you know what was the claim? 3 claims they had against Yosef.
He's gonna rule over us.
The what?
Rodef.
No. Yes, Rodef about what? They claimed that Yosef HaTzadik spoke bad about them in 3 areas. What's the 3 area? First of all, that they called the children from the maid slave. Second thing is that they made intimacy not kosher. And last, that they eat unkosher food, right? Unkosher food, forbidden intimacy and slavery. Come Yaakov Avinu and tell them, the children, you're wrong in all these 3 areas. Yosef HaTzadik never suspected you nothing. He never spoke bad about you. You know how I know? Because when Yaakov Avinu came over there, he was a slave or not a slave? He was the king of the world. Ben, you're a son, you're not a slave. If he spoke with you against you about slave, he was supposed to be slave forever. How come God took him out from slavery? Because he never spoke bad about you. He is a son, Ben Porat Yosef. Second, Ben Porat. The Gemara said, do not call it Porat, call it Para. You know what's Para in English? A cow. Daniel perhaps. A cow was a kosher animal or not kosher?
Kosher.
Beautiful. So why Yaakov Avinu bless him with kosher animals? Why God took him out from the jail? You remember the second dream of Yaakov Avinu of Paro? What was the second dream? 7 cows. Why cow? I understand the
hay.
The hay. I understand because hay is food. So I understand. But why cow? Cow was eating. Cow was not giving food. Come, God, I want to tell yourself. He never spoke about them that didn't eat kosher. Because kosher animals came out of the city. Measure to measure. And you remember what is the other things? Women's. That they had forbidden relation, right? Yosef HaTzadik, when he was walking, Banot Tza'ada Aleshu, you know what I mean, Banot? It was thousands of women, if not 100,000, that every time Yosef HaTzadik was in the street, they threw the jewelry, they threw the diamonds, they threw the necklace, the donkey necklace, you know, the big one. They threw it to Yosef in order to have intimacy with him. And Yosef never picked up his eyes. He had Shmirat HaEinayim. He never made a sin, not even with Eshet Potiphar. He went to the jail because of it. Because he was righteous in this area. Kosher food. He was never a slave. The slavery was a sideways just to get the meat. But this character was never a slave. And he was perfect and intimacy. To let you know, my dear brothers, Yaakov is giving blessing and he's talking to the brothers. He never spoke about you, not regarding to the food, not regarding to intimacy, and not regarding to slavery. You know how I know? Because God saved him from this tree. If God saved you, it is not your fault. Once again, my name is Rabbi Asher, and I have this message. Shabbat shalom.